वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश 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 साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्ये नमो नमः। शरीरं सुरूपं सदा रोगमुक्तं यशश्चारुचितरं धनं मेरुतुल्यम् मानाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं श्रीमाताजी 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 कलत्रं धनं पुत्रपौत्रादि सर्वं गृहं बान्धवसार्वमेताधिजतम् मनाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं श्रीमाताजी 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 शतङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शस्त्रविद्या कविद्वादिगद्यं सुपाठ्यं करोति मनाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Videsheshu manya swadesheshu danya Sadachara vruteshu mato nachanya Manaschena laganam gururagripadme Tata kim, tata kim, tata kim, tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Kshama mandale bhupa bhupala vrundai Sada sevitam Sapadharabindam Manashtena laganam gururagripadme Tata kim, tata kim, tata kim, tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Na bige, na yoge, na vavaji medhe Na kantha sukhanaiva videshu chitam Manaschena laganam gururagripadme Tata kim, tata kim, tata kim, tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Guru Ashtakam ya patet punya dehi Yatir bhupatir brahmachari chagehi Laved vanchitartam padam brahma sangyam Gururuktavakye mano yasya laganam Manaschena laganam gururagripadme Tata kim, tata kim, tata kim, tata kim Tata kim, tata kim, tata kim, tata kim Tata kim, tata kim, tata kim, tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji.
Okay, good evening, everyone, or depending on which part of the world you are, good day. So, welcome to this session. Now, if you are following all the sessions for this intermediate series, then you might have noticed that we have generally covered the first three chakras, or as we call them, the base chakras. So, we have covered the Muladhara chakra, the second one, which is the Swadhisthana, and also yesterday we covered the Nabhi chakra. We have talked briefly and learned briefly about attention, how to use our attention, and what are the different ways of using our attention to actually get ourselves into the state of thoughtless awareness. So we have learned about these few things. So today we will learn a bit more about void and meditate on Shrimataji's talk, and also see how we can use the qualities of the void for our spiritual essence. So that's kind of the focus of today. But there's an important announcement. So I'd like Vaibhav to share the screen. So it's about tomorrow. I know we are kind of are meant to be always in the present, but regardless, it's a good time to remind ourselves that tomorrow we have this clearing session. So it will be starting with foot soak, and then after that, you will be all admitted into individual breakout rooms with one or more experienced practitioners, and then you had the similar experiences couple of time in the initial set of 21 days, and this one you'll be having another go at it. So again, we strongly encourage you to join this session via Zoom. There would be options on YouTube to meditate, but as you perhaps by this time had worked it out, that if you are on Zoom, then it is possible for us to actually admit you to the breakout rooms where you can have your one-on-one session with an experienced practitioner, and there you can kind of talk about how your experience has been with this initial 21 days and now through the intermediate sessions, how we've been progressing, if there is anything that is bothering you, if there is anything that's kind of that burning question which you may or may not be very comfortable asking to a wider audience. So that would be your opportunity to really have a quiet time for yourself as well as with the experienced practitioner, and take it from there and take this opportunity to really have your spiritual ascent. So please, again, remember to join it through Zoom. But if you, for some reason, are unable to access Zoom, or there are some hindrances, then there will be always, it will be broadcast on YouTube, but that will be more of a meditation session along with music and all of that. And again, the session will continue perhaps about an hour or over that. It's really depending on, it will be tailored to your individual needs. So there's no rush, no kind of it has to finish within 10 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour. So you may take as long as you want. At the end of it, though, there is a Q&A session. So please feel free to again stay for that session, and there'd be experience sharing and all of that. So this is all about tomorrow, what I just told you about this session. So now we'll come back to what we are doing today. So void, and we'll have a nice video which actually shows you where the void is, what it does, and all of that. And from there, we'll take it. So please watch this video.
Surrounding the Swadhisthana chakra and the Nabhi chakra is the void, which stands for the principle of mastery within us. This is the center of the 10 primordial masters. Swadhisthana chakra moves around the void area to give sustenance to the void. Following false gurus who are more interested in power tricks or your money can damage very much the void area. Thus, as Sri Mataji says, in Sahaja Yoga, you become your own guru, your own spiritual guide, since you can feel on your fingertips all your subtle problems and have the power to cure them using your own Kundalini.
So that was a very short video just showing you where the void is. So if you had noticed the way it was displayed, it's the Swadhisthana is actually, it kind of, as we say it, if we consider the center of the Nabhi chakra, this Swadhisthana moves as a pendulum, and then it rotates all the way across around the Nabhi chakra, and it goes along as a circumference of a circle, and that's where these 10 powers are there of the void, and that kind of is the area of the void. So it's very important, as you have noticed in that video, that it talks about the guru principle, or kind of your self-mastery. So whatever we have been talking about, and if you remember the very first day you got your self-realization in your stomach, or here you just affirm that I am my own master. So this mastery really comes from this energy center, and that has evolved over thousands of years to give us what we are today. So last Sunday we were listening as a group or collective to one of Srimatiji's talks, and there Srimatiji was mentioning about a few things. I'll just briefly narrate that. So what she was talking about is that we have a power in our liver, so which is here. Then we have a power in our heart, and then we have a specific power in our brain, or kind of the Virat, or in the Sahasrara area, as we all know. So these three powers actually impart our specific identity, or as human beings what we are. Whereas these 10 powers that are within the void area, as you just watched in that video, Shrimataji refers to them as our 10 valencies. So like all the chemical compounds or atoms, they have their own valencies. So you can kind of refer to these 10 powers within the void as the 10 valencies. And what they do is they give you the qualities of mastery. So these, again, depending upon on the center, you have some on the left, some of the powers on the left, and some on the powers on the right. And as the left relates to your more like the desire, so that ways they assist in our decision making, whereas the ones on our right actually assist with our actions, or how we act, or how you go about your daily business, and so on and so forth. And essentially, this is all about how to be in harmony with nature. So you remember that always, that we are part and parcel of nature, though at times, because of our human ego and the way we have developed, and the way we kind of assert ourselves on ourselves as well as on the nature, on other human beings, we tend to at times move away from the notion that we are part and parcel of this all-pervading power which is around us, which is the power of love, and we are also part of this nature. So this void really helps us to bring that together and make sure that at every point in our life, after realization, our actions, our thoughts, our desires, everything is kind of aligned with our spiritual ascent, and we do it, whatever we do is for the benevolence of not only us, but for others around us, and also for the wider community, and for the wider, like in the nature of things, and for the wider universe, if you may put it that way. So that's the brief premise for today's I guess session. So we'll, in terms of the way we have structured today's session, as you have got already the notifications, we'll have Srimatiji's talk. And again, if you remember when I did it in the previous sessions, we'll try and listen it not for years, but try and listen it through your sastra. We'll do that in a minute, and then we will go through some guided affirmations. And as I'm mentioning that there are 10 powers of the void, so there are a number of qualities which the void actually imparts to us as human beings, but I've chosen the 10 most important at this point in our life, or at this point in our human evolution, the 10 most important aspects, and we'll go with some affirmations to develop those qualities. So that's how we will go about it. So what we can do to start with is now just very nice and slow but steady. We'll put our left hand with our attention on our left hand, and we'll slowly raise our Kundalini. Let's do it together. So we'll do it nice and slow again, full attention on our left palm. So we'll tie an imaginary knot once, bring it nice and slow. We'll do it for the second time. Again, tie to imaginary knots, bring it down. And then we'll do it for the third time and tie 3 imaginary knots. And again, with full attention, we'll just go over and back. So we'll do this 7 times and put ourselves in that nice bandhan and balance. And again, we bring both our hands back to the level of our chest and thank our spirit for giving us our self-realization and also gradually guiding us through establishing our self-realization within ourselves and helping us to grow deeper in your spiritual ascent. Just close your eyes. We'll take a few deep breaths. So what we can do is we can breathe in. Just fill your lungs as much as possible and hold your breath inside. And then exhale completely. And don't inhale immediately, just wait. If you are struggling, that's all right. Just do it the normally you do. But if you can gradually try and slow it down, what it does is then it helps to bring your attention inside yourself. So we'll breathe in again. Hold our breath inside. Then slowly release your breath. Exhale completely, just empty your lungs and then wait out. Let's do this a couple of times and you may notice gradually that any thoughts that was disturbing you might just go away. Make a note also of how you're feeling on both your hands, on top of your head. And see if you notice any change as you progress through the session and maybe at the end of the session how it is. You want, you may raise a couple of your strands of Kundalini by slowly raising your right hand along your central channel and then raising it about 6 inches above your Sahasrara. Just do that a couple of times and it helps to bring your attention up. By this time, you would know certainly that your attention follows where your hand goes. So if we can hold our attention high up here, gets it into that state of thoughtless awareness. And when our attention is here, it also gets enlightened by the all-pervading power of love that's around us, that is there to nourish us. So just try and hold it there for a while. So now we'll slowly bring our enlightened attention down to the level of our void. So around that area. And here we'll just rotate our hand clockwise around our Navi chakra in the void area. And while doing that, we'll just affirm Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own master. I am my own master. I am my own master. And say it with full confidence, with full understanding, without any hesitation. Because after realization, you are really your own master. You are your own guru. You are your own guide. You are your own spiritual guide. And also here you can pray to your own Mother Kundalini. Mother, please establish my self-realization. Please let my Guru principle establish my self-realization. So now we can slowly open our eyes and we'll listen to Sri Mataji's talk. It's a collection of small talks. Actually, Sri Mataji gave between 1982 and 1983, and it was across Europe and North America. So she went to different countries and specifically advised seekers about different aspects of what. So it covers what is void, what happens after our realization. It talks about the spirit which is in our heart, and then what are the benefits of actually keeping our void in a good shape, and what should we do to keep it in that state. So again, I would encourage you, rather than listening to through your ears, try and put your attention up there and then try and absorb whatever Srimataji is talking about in these small excerpts about of those 8 talks through your sastra, and that way you actually absorb more of those vibrations and also the knowledge rather than just listening when you only observe the knowledge. So I'd encourage you to do that again as an experiment, as Srimataji always says. So we'll join again at the end of it.
Mother, you are my guru. Mother, I am my own guru. Mother, you are my guru. Mother, I am my own guru.
These days, Kali Yuga is the modern times. What was the Kali Yuga? The days of confusion is over. And it's called as Krita Yuga. Means where this living force will act. And this living force has to act through you. You become the medium of that living force. Actually, you become the master of it. How it happens is automatically, by the grace of God, it works. You cannot sell anything that is the grace of God. What is the value of that? On this point only, many people discard Sahaja Yoga because they think that it cannot be sold, so it must be useless. It is so invaluable that you cannot pay for it. Now the rising of the Kundalini has to take place first of all. But with these 3 advantages, the 4th advantage is the highest, that you become the spirit. The spirit is the one who is the master in you. So you become your own guru. Nobody has to tell you, do this or do that. You are guided. Because as soon as the Kundalini rises, you start feeling the cool breeze in your hands. And these are giving you a new vibrations, a new dimension, by which you know whether to do this or not. For example, you want to do something, you want to buy a book. You don't have to decide about it. As soon as you go near the book, either it will give you cool breeze, or it may make you hot, or may a little bit burn also if it's a horrid one. And you don't want to have that at any cost. You want to have the cool breeze because you enjoy it. So you just give up. You just give up things without anybody telling you, because your vibrations tell you. The spirit that is now shining your attention tells you. And you start understanding that now I have become my own guru. Because your guru is sitting inside you as a spirit. It has not yet manifested in your attention, and that's why you are worried. But just it manifests. And once it manifests, you are amazed that you yourself have become a guru of yourself. You don't need anybody else to tell you, but you can do it yourself. You can find out yourself. Nobody has to give any explanation or correction or anything. You just start improving yourself. Automatically it works. A little bit, if you know how to decode it and how to work it out, your problems, you just manage it. You become yourself a guru. That's the thing you have to do. So today the master within us is the spirit. But before realization, we are not the master. Because the master has not come in our conscious mind. It is not expressing in our conscious mind, in the sense that we are not empowered by its powers. The spirit exists, it has its own powers, but we haven't felt those powers within us. Once we feel the powers of the spirit, we are empowered by our own powers which are there. The powers are within us. These are our own powers. We don't have to borrow from anyone, ask from anyone, they are in ourselves. The spirit is within us. Only thing, that spirit has to give light in our consciousness. It has to come in our consciousness. In simple medical terminology, we can say that the spirit must manifest itself in our central nervous system. In our central nervous system. It's very simple. That you become master of yourself and you master the disease also. You master everything. Because the master is within you. It has not come in your conscious mind. It's the only link is left. And when that happens, yoga takes place, union takes place. We should now completely keep ourselves limited to self-realization. About God, I'll tell you next time. Self-realization means to bring your spirit into your conscious mind. And that's what you have to become the master. And that mastery is very simple because it's all built within you. Just it has to be connected. Like anything like a television set is to be connected to the mains. It's all built in, it's there. It just starts working. In the same way, you are that. You are that. Just it is to be connected. Whatever may be your caste, community, race, nationality, shapes, heights, anything, whatever it may be, makes no difference because all of you have got this great thing within you, this power of a rebirth. And you are to be born again, and you will be born again. Why not today? When we talk about realization, one has to know, first of all, that we have to have patience with ourselves. I know some people don't feel so good. Some people still have sicknesses. Some people don't even feel vibration sometimes. Have patience with yourself. When you become your own guru, first thing, as the guru has patience with his or her disciple, you must have patience with yourself. In that patience, you will learn that you can tolerate so many things without any trouble. There's say one person who goes on grudging, oh, this is not good, that is not good. Because they have no patience with themselves. If you have patience with yourself, everything you'll accept. Wherever you are with yourself because you are realized souls. So you won't frustrate, you will not get angry. And also you will not go on grumbling and grudging. Yourself. So to develop the Guru principle within you, first of all, you must develop yourself fully. Now, how to develop yourself for Guru principle, one must see. We have got the 10 principles within you, as I told you before, and we should develop these all 10 principles in such a way that we stand out from others. There should be absolute truth. So much so that you should manifest them. And all these truths have powers. By every truth that is within you established, you don't have to do anything, they work out themselves. So first of all, you must get your chakras all right. On the chakras, you must put your attention. After the samadhi state, you will start opening them out properly. Clear them out. Know what are the chakras that are bad. I've seen people who have very bad few chakras and many good chakras, but they will be only enjoying the good chakras and will not worry about the bad ones. Pay attention to your bad chakras. Cleanse them, cleanse them. Put all your attention to that. But it will happen. It will happen. Once you get your realization, Your attention will be very, very nicely placed. Now, when you people know that this has happened, and when you become the master, you know the brake and the accelerator in you. But still, actually you are not the master, you are still the driver. And when you are a driver, you automatically do it driving, but still one should not say that you are a driver. You know the balancing of it, you know how to maneuver it, how to act. But then what happens? To become the master, what do you do? This realization takes place. Then you become the master and you see the driver, you see the accelerator, and you see the brake in yourself. And you just enjoy like a master. When you become the master, you cannot be slave of anything. No more slavery. The real freedom lies in becoming the master of yourself. No use mastering others, just master yourself. But that mastering cannot be done by lecturing or by brainwashing or by talking to you, but it's a happening that has to take place. The Kundalini has to rise and has to give you realization. This, unless and until this happens, we should not say that we know. No, knowledge is not when we are not one with the divine. It's like a machine, or you can say telephone not connected. We have to get our connection first, establish the connection, and then we become the knower. And the knowledge becomes a part and parcel. But this cannot happen to stupid. It's not meant for stupid at all, neither for the cowardly. It is meant for people who are courageous, who are people of wisdom, who are not given to nonsensical things easily. That's why in Sahaja Yoga there are two forces working all the time. You may get your realization today here. I won't say that you sustain it. I won't guarantee that. The reason is we have two forces. One is centripetal and another is centrifugal. By one force you are attracted towards it. By another force you are thrown out because you have come out of matter. And the matter tries to drag you down. You have to master it in such a way that the spirit sits on the top of the matter. And the matter doesn't dominate you anymore. And for that, you have to meditate, and you will be in meditation. It's a simple thing to be done. There's nothing difficult. Sahaja Yoga is the simplest method. Now, you must know that the spirit is your guide, that you are your own guru, you are your own master. For this, you have to put this right hand just on the left hand side of your stomach to nourish your guru principle, left hand side. At this point, you have to say with full confidence, Mother, I am my own master. Mother, I am my own guru. Mother, I am my own guide. Say it 10 times with full confidence. See, the vibrations will improve. Now don't think of any other gurus. Forget them. You are your own guru. You don't need a guru. You are a saint. The spirit is going to guide you. Your vibratory awareness is going to guide you. Now in our mantras we say that, Mother, I am my own guru. But saying that, do we realize that if I am my own guru, this I and my guru, between the two, what have I achieved? Where am I? Can I guide myself? Have I got the light of the Spirit on my attention so well established and manifested that I can guide myself and guide others later on? First of all, in the Guru principle, it is important that you see to yourself the introspection. Can I be my own guru? Have I become my own guru? So, in the introspection, you find out what's gone wrong with you, how you are made this way, what's wrong in my own personality. It has come from all the surroundings and the way people have been putting ideas into my head. You should have your own ideas. You shouldn't worry what Plato said and what Socrates said and what this thing said. What do you think? After all, you are enlightened people. And when you start, seeing this way yourself, then you'll be amazed a kind of a sweet humor about yourself develops. And you really become a very interesting, magnetic personality. And a very enjoyable person, extremely enjoyable. Everybody will seek your company. This is what is the sign of your Guru principle being enlightened. Of course, they have said that you should get detachment, you should not have any attachment to this and that and that and that. This is all talk. But actually, only introspection and assumption, or we can say the knowledge of your own depth itself will give you that feeling. If you have that knowledge that I am a Sahaja and my depth of divinity is so great, that itself will be more than sufficient for you to exist as the topmost guru. So everywhere you start seeing Sahaja Yoga, when your heart knows what your brain knows. I've known people who know all the mantras very well, everything very well and all that, but in the heart. So put it in the heart. In Sahaja Yoga, the guru is not through his brain, but through his heart. May God bless you.
Mother, you are my guru. Mother, I am my own guru. Mother, you are my guru. Mother, I am my own guru. Mother, you are my guru. Mother, I am my own guru. Mother, you are my guru. Mother, I am my own guru. Shri Mataji.
So that was a series of 8 short talks given by Sri Mataji, as I mentioned at the beginning, and it, as you have learned by this time, it kind of pretty much covers all the basic aspects, and what she keeps on repeating is about our spirit guiding us through this whole process and also gaining our self-mastery. So that's the premise, really. So let us, what we'll start is, where, as Srimati mentioned in her talk about the 10 powers or balances and all of that. So we'll start going through some affirmations and try to gradually improve those qualities within us. They're all there within us because we are born with that evolution, but because of some of the things in terms of the countries we are living, or the situations and conditions, sometimes some of these qualities get a little bit diluted, as I may put it that way. But again, through self mastery, self realization, and establishing a self realization, we can. So, what I want you to do is we'll start with. When you don't have to be too critical about the hand position, but approximately we'll move our hand in clockwise direction. So you can have a look on the screen what I'm doing. So it starts kind of from your right and then goes little up, then to the middle, then down. So about 5 of them, and then another 5. So down we come back to the same place. So we'll start with here. And the very first, or one of the most important qualities is about detachment, which Mataji was talking about. So we'll again put our hand here. And we'll pray again to our own Kundalini energy, addressing it as our own Mother Kundalini. Mother, please make me a detached witness. This area or void is also called the ocean of illusion in English. Void is what it translates to. So essentially, all the illusions or all the issues with our worldly relationships and all of that. Now, this detachment or the quality of detachment that we are seeking through our void actually helps us to overcome that quality or that issue with attachment to any things that are detrimental to our spiritual ascent. So it's very important for us to stay detached. You can say, Mother, by your grace, I am a detached witness. We'll gently move our hand a little bit up, kind of imagining that circle around around that void area. So, but again, let's not be too critical about the circle or the hand positions. Just approximately, it's more important to do it from your heart, with full, as Srimati was mentioning, with full confidence, full dedication, and complete surrendering to your own spiritual guide or your master or your own Kundalini. So after detachment comes the quality of commitment. It might sound a bit counterintuitive, but it is what it is. You can be detached, but you can be 100% committed to something. So it's important to actually affirm that. So here you say that, Mother, please make me committed to my spiritual ascent. So essentially, what you're doing is you're committing yourself to your spiritual ascent, and rest, everything will happen around it. You might get a sensation of a little bit of coolness on your left palm as you go through this. affirmations and you press those energy centers or you press those parts of your void, and these qualities gradually start to manifest within you. So we'll move to the third one, patience. So here we say, Mother, may by your grace I be patient with myself and with others. Please help me grow in my patience. We'll slowly move our hand a little bit. It's the next one, and here it is the free will. So here we can say, Mother, please bless me with free will, a will which is not entangled by any expectations or any suppression or any oppression. It's free to express the joy of the Spirit, the grace of self-realization. You may relate to these qualities as those 10 valencies that we are talking about at the beginning. So here it is the free will. We'll move to the next one. Again, it's hard to say which one is more important or less important, but the next one is morality. And perhaps the literal meaning of the word is enough to highlight its importance in our life. So here we can just say, Mother, please bless me with good thoughts, with good words and good deeds. So essentially, you're seeking for morality across your three channels. Now we'll slowly move our hand a little bit further. And here we'll seek for the quality of oneness. And by this oneness, we actually mean equality or any duality within our spiritual journey. So here we can say, Mother, please remove any duality within me and please let me enjoy oneness with the entire creation. So there is nothing like me and them or us and them. It's all us. We are all together. Once we achieve that state, it's quite easy to have that commitment and that detachment. You can also say here, Mother, please let me experience the oneness in my thoughts and actions. Please help me to get over those barriers of I-ness. We'll move it ever so slowly to the next one. And here again, we'll ask for the quality of absolute truth. Please be different from free will or morality, but it's about the genuineness, authenticity. So here we can ask, Mother, please make me a genuine person. May I not be hypocritical in my thoughts, actions, and deeds, and in my dealing with others. May I be a very genuine person. Slowly move to the next part of our void, and here is again another very beautiful quality, which is the forgiveness. You may remember that you actually also seek for forgiveness from your Agra chakra, but also it is there as a principle within our void. Here you can say, Mother, please let me forgive myself and please let me forgive others. As you've heard many a times, it really doesn't matter whether we hold on to grudge or we keep on going about it. Once we forgive, we are actually detached from it. We are not affected by it. So that's why it is very important to develop this quality, forgiveness. And it's very, very important to forgive yourself. Whatever happens, never indulge in any self-harm. You are too precious, and your spirit knows that. So trust your spirit and forgive yourself. You have not achieved what you wanted to, just let it go. It maybe it's not meant for you. You have other important things to do in your life. Here one more time, let us try. Mother, I forgive myself. I forgive everyone. While we are going through this, you may notice that in this portion of your palm, you might see that there is a gradual coolness emanating from the periphery, not the center part, but from the periphery. That's where the void is. So keep a watchful eye for it. If there is heat, that means it is working out, it's clearing out. Don't worry about it too much. If it is cool, then it means that it has already worked out. All we need to then is work on these qualities, introspect and correct ourselves, as Srimati was mentioning in her talk. Now we'll move to the next one. And this is again achieved only after forgiveness, the inner peace. So once we forgive ourselves, once we forgive everyone, once we forgive all the issues or negative things or dramas that happen every day in our life, around us, around the whole world, once we forgive that, then we can only achieve inner peace. Peace within our inner being. Here we can say, Mother, please let me enjoy the inner peace. And it is only achievable through the awakening of Kundalini. Anything else we try, it never works out. So, one more time. Mother, please bless me with the inner peace. And last but not least is the devotion. So once we achieve the remaining 9, is then it's easier to achieve actually the devotion. And by this devotion, it means devotion to your own spirit, to your own Kundalini, because now that you are your own guru, you are your own master, you really don't need anything else. So here we can say, Mother, may by your grace, I devote my life to the all-pervading power of love around us. Mother, I devote my life to this all-pervading power around us and strive to become a perfect instrument. So we can now bring our right hand back on our lap and maybe again use our hand to guide our attention slowly up our central channel, above our fontanelle bone area, about 6 inches above our head. And that spot where we can actually feel our Kundalini as the strongest. This is really the point where, from the grace of the power around us, starts pouring on our being. So let us for a moment recognize that power. And again, the sole purpose of this power is to love us and nourish us. We can do this couple of times to train our attention to be up there. Now bring our hand back on our lap. Close our eyes. Slow down our breathing process as much as possible. Just enjoy the silence and that quality of inner peace. If any thought comes, let's not try and react to it. Just let it just come and go. Take a note of how you're feeling on your palms, on your left and right. I know some of you may feel like continuing to meditate with this music, and that's more than welcome thing to do. And personally, I'd perhaps try and recommend you that if you feel like, if you have nothing else committed right now, maybe try and meditate, and it only helps you to prolong the state of the thoughtless awareness, or the elusive state of thoughtless awareness, as they may call it, almost kind of in tune with the just give me a minute. There is something of a computer glitch happening here. Just give me a minute. I'll try and fix this. Okay, so it appeared to be, although the computer screen is for some reason frozen, but I think you guys can hear and see me, which is good. Yeah, it's sometimes, I don't know whether the computer, maybe it was trying to get something through its own virtues, maybe it got fixed up something, but yeah, just trying to make it light of that issue. But regardless of whatever it is, we'll work that out later on. But the important thing is, yeah, what I was mentioning, should you choose to meditate with the music, I won't kind of try and tell you to wrap it up right now. But I'm mindful also that some of you might have other commitments and other things to do. And so, again, depending upon whatever you choose to, we can raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in abundance. So we can do that again, very nice and slow. It's important to do this really nice and slow, because when you do that, you can actually feel that you are balancing the aura with your hands, and you're actually bringing yourself in balance with your surrounds and everything. And again, with full attention and with full understanding, it's better to do it. And at the end of it, you just bring both your hands to the level of your chest. That's where your spirit is. And essentially, this gesture means you're neither in the left nor in the right, but you are in the middle, and you are ready for your spiritual ascent and establishing your self-realization. Or you're thanking your spirit. So it can be interpreted in a number of ways, but the important thing is you're recognizing that you are not this mind or this body, but you are this pure spirit, and you're thanking your spirit for this blissful experience of self-realization. So that's what it is. So again, as I mentioned at the beginning, just to record what you felt on your palms or in general, and after this meditation, how you're feeling now. You might notice subtle changes. If you don't notice, that's also good. It's not necessary that you might feel it straight away. It takes sometimes a little bit more than I guess time, depending upon again the state of your subtle system, how you go about it. So, but as I was mentioning in the affirmations, it's important to forgive yourself and make sure that we are not kind of overkilling ourselves in our quest for spiritual ascent. Because if you are not there, what's the point of the spiritual ascent really? So that's where it comes down to. But so please feel free to leave some comments and some sense, so that we get a sense of how you're progressing, how you're going. You can leave it on the Zoom session, or you can leave it on the WhatsApp group, so that we get a sense of, again, it's us trying to understand how you're going with your spiritual journey, not so much to judge or gauge, because again, it's by this time perhaps you have noticed or realized that it's not about me or you, it's all about us as a wider group. I know, so that's really the purpose. And again, the intent is so that we can help you. And so on that note, again, I'll Anna Boigo has that screen, but we're having that workshop again with the notion of helping you, and with the intent of helping you to grow in your spiritual journey. So I'll certainly encourage you to again attend tomorrow's session, and preferably via Zoom. So and do so with ample time, and maybe a bit more understanding of your spiritual journey and how you have gone through, and how you've been going, perhaps with like last 21 days, and again these couple of days. It's getting close to almost a month more about that in terms of your spiritual journey. So which is I think you guys, some of you just looking at the comments and other things. I really have to commend you for the journey and your commitment and everything. It just gives so much joy to me as a practitioner to see you grow in such a short span of time. It's just remarkable, the grace and the way you have committed to it and you're taking it to it. So I really would like to thank you for this wonderful effort on your part. And of course, we are here to help you and guide you as much as within our limited capabilities again, to see how we fit in your picture of your larger life. So we are here for you. So that's what we wanted to share. So again, as I mentioned, if you feel like continuing, then we'll just keep this music on. We'll have Srimatiji's photograph, like Srimatiji's photograph is on the screen right now. So please continue to meditate and enjoy your, what I'd say, one of those virtues that was oneness with your own spirit. So enjoy that oneness with your spirit. But should you have to leave, then again, no dramas, no issues with that. Feel free to carry on with your life. Please make sure that whenever you move outside your premises, just put yourself in bandhan and make a prayer to your own spirit that whatever job or things, whatever you're going to do or about to do, may you succeed in that. And that's again aligned with the wider virtues of that's benevolent for you, that's good for you, that's good for your spiritual essence. More importantly, it's good for your spiritual essence. So I sincerely wish that for all of you, and thank you for joining this session, and look forward to catching up with you soon sometime in one of those sessions. Thank you. এখানে আমি এমএস ওয়ার্ড কোথা থেকে আসে? ও আচ্ছা এইখানে। তাই না, এটা